Hi, Team Fuel. Welcome back. I hope winter break was awesome. I hope that you actually took a break just from the craziness that can sometimes be school or just regular life, and you were able to enjoy some family time. I know it was probably a different year, but maybe take a moment and think about what you really liked about this year that might have been different than years before. And and then after that, think of some things that you're really looking forward to getting back to next year when hopefully things are a lot more back to normal. So, I wanted to kind of talk about slaying worry dragons. Um, and by that, I want to talk about what kind of worries would you call, like, if there was a dragon that you were going to slay and that dragon is something that you worry about a lot, what is that worry? What does that dragon look like? Maybe you'd want to color a picture of it or give them a name. For some it might be, gosh, worrying about when will things get back to normal, or sometimes little things like um, maybe the dark, or will I have the same friends when I come back? Those kind of things that they can be big or little. But think of something. What does that dragon look like to you? Um, and then take a moment if you want to color a picture of that, or at least kind of think about it for a minute and come back. You can pause and then come right back. Then what I'd like you to do is imagine you're like a knight, like you see in some movies or cartoons where you've got a sword and you're going to slay this dragon. And I want to know what kind of steps that you need to take to slay that dragon. And by that I mean, what are some things or some supports that you need just to help conquer that fear? So supports would be someone maybe you trust. Who could you talk to that you trust, or maybe knows a lot about that subject and or has had that experience and can talk through that with you. A lot of times it helps to talk to someone who's been through something like what you're dealing with. Um, Maybe it's changing up a routine, or I don't know. What do you think? A lot of that is specific to the kind of worry you're having. And sometimes it's not just one conversation. Sometimes it's several conversations, or maybe several different people you would want to talk to about that. So who are those people you trust? What are some maybe thoughts that you can put in your head that would help replace the bad thought that you have in your head? Think of some good things, people and places that make you feel safe and happy. And that would be like something that you would do to help slay that worry dragon. And lastly, what I'd like you to do, and you can pause if you need to and then come back. Lastly, I am wondering, what would you notice is different when that dragon is gone? What would be different in your life if you didn't have to worry or deal with that dragon anymore, that worry? What would you notice? Maybe you would sleep better. Maybe you wouldn't cry as much. Maybe you're hoping that, when you come back and see your friends, that things will be better than ever. And there's no saying that it can't be, Life is interesting, and sometimes it's not exactly what we expect. Sometimes it's better than what we hoped for. So think of some things that will look different if you were able to slay that dragon, that worry dragon. And then you can either keep it, if you've written this down or maybe colored that picture, you can keep it for memory's sake. If you're ever dealing with that worry again, to refer back to. Some people like to just take that and whatever they wrote down or whatever worry they're dealing with, crumple it up and just throw it away. Sometimes it feels good just to get it out on paper and then move it away, get it in the trash. Sometimes that just helps you process it enough to say, I'm done with that, I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I wish we had the superpower to just make it that easy, but it is helpful. So I hope you all are doing well. We love and miss you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for joining me today.